public enemy number one.
El Mencho tonight is a $15 million man. That is the U.S. government reward just increased and placed on the head of Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, alias El Mencho. Such a huge bounty on such a physically insignificant man shows the intensity behind a fugitive manhunt for Chicago's public enemy number one.
He's a person that we would consider as public enemy number one.
More than 6 years ago, the newly installed head of the Drug Enforcement Administration in Chicago made a startling revelation to the I-Team. A little-known Mexican drug lord named El Mencho was to be considered the city's most wanted fugitive and public enemy number one, on a par with the most feared Chicago enemy from an earlier century, Al Capone.
He's a very powerful trafficker in Mexico, and he has cells all over the world.
The file on El Mencho bulging in recent years as his new generation cartel seized control of Chicago's street drug sales, and with the territory came wholesale bloodshed here and there. Mencho facing federal indictments in Chicago and other U.S. cities, still on the lam in Mexico, and still overseeing a multi-billion-dollar empire. Tonight, this symbol of his global drug conglomerate, the $10 million reward for El Mencho's arrest, has just been increased to $15 million. The hike in America's bounty for El Mencho comes as his family starts to unravel. Relatives close to him arrested and squeezed by investigators as the government tries to press for information that could lead to his arrest and the takedown of his bloodthirsty and heavily armed cartel army. As the I-Team first reported 2 weeks ago, El Mencho's son-in-law, Christian Fernando Gutierrez Ochoa, was arrested on drug trafficking and money laundering offenses in Southern California. Ochoa had been living under a fake name in this luxury section here in Riverside after fleeing Mexico, according to prosecutors. Mencho had helped Ochoa fake his own death, even claiming to have murdered him, so the son-in-law and his daughter could live outside the dangerous cartel world. New details tonight from the arrest of El Mencho's kin in California. Federal agents now say they found numerous fake identities at the time of the arrest, along with ghost guns, those homemade weapons with no serial number but just as deadly as something off a store shelf. And tonight, Mencho's son-in-law headed to Washington, D.C. for prosecution. All of these moves by the feds aimed at public enemy number one himself, whom authorities say is personally responsible for the ongoing carnage in Mexico and hundreds of deaths. It's an ongoing problem.
For the TV, or like and subscribe.